messages, doing the wonderful stuff that you do. Thank goodness you are here for companionship, resourcefulness, and all that I cannot place to words right now. Anyway, oh, what? What makes me so beautiful? What makes you so beautiful? Why? What? How? Makes us so beautiful? I'd like to know. Okay, so, I was for sure reminded to use the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards that was underneath my bed. And remember when we did that Master Splinter reading? Was he talking to Raphael? I don't remember. I think so. I don't remember. But I was starting to feel really bloated, so there's some trickery happening from work. Because it's not me getting old and my body doing its, like, old things. And by the way, day number 4. No cigarettes. Yes. Hit the goal. That's what I did today. It was easy peasy. But when I get stuff like that, the bloated thing, I'm like, oh, what is it? How do I say? Like, get off my, step off. Like, and then they go away. And that's why I want to do it. That's what I want to do. But instead, I'm going to do it a different way. Because you know what? I don't need to compromise myself. And I need to find better ways in order to make people back off. I think the greats, the ascended masters, my cosmic family, like the most super duper powerful, most respected, I'm going to be granted more favor if I do things, the right way, or become more innovative in my ways. Yeah, I think there's an open door to that. And why not access that point than going like the easy route of knowing what works? I don't know if I need to really close that door like 100%. I think I could still use that if I want to. But now I know. Going from like a maximum of 4 cigarettes per day, like that escalated pretty quickly, let me tell you, within just a few weeks. Yeah, to like nothing. I know that it's not like something that like I'm addicted to, like I must have. It's just not something that like it's like a habitual thing for me. It could be, but the whole goal is not to make that a habit and to find other ways. So, feeling all bloated and trying to knock down that energy of people trying to get at me. Wanted to do a little Q&A session. What makes you so beautiful? What? And is it how? What was the question? Why and how are you so beautiful? That's what the question is. Gotta be precise. Okay, so on the left side, and then because of Cosmic Family, like I kept like wondering, what should I do with this oracle? Should I get rid of it? Because like I don't understand it. Like there's no link here. So just give it time. Let's give it time and see what happens here. Maybe they'll just take it easy. So anyway, on the left side, It's caffeine-free in reverse. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask you to cut my cords of attachment to caffeine so that I may honor my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. Dang it! They found me out. Not only am I eating artificial cheese snackies, I haven't had some today yet, but I brought the bag. and then I came back from getting some boba tea with 3 shots of espresso at 11 p.m. But that's how I live my Friday. After staying, you know, doing a back and forth thing with work until like 7:30. About, yeah. So it's like, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Is that yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay? Something like that. On a unicorn. This is basically the sun card. Who, like, this is, this is funny. Because when do you ever see Archangel Raphael goofing off? He stole the show. He stole the sun card. It's crazy. He's crazy. So it came in reverse. So I think that's what I need to work on. That's like a hidden special message for me. Fine. And so, why and how are you so beautiful? On the recipient side, I think I really don't need, this is an affirmation that I really don't need chemicals or artificial things in order to make me happy and appeased. And I feel like there's player energy here, so I think there's like people who indulge in the plastic aesthetics. You know, the proposal of what's what's good naked and what's good to the naked eye. So, you know, there's those. And I don't know why that just came to me, but that's what's there. Yeah, you don't need other constructs to make your other constructs to feel better. You know what I mean? We need another buddy up program. Okay? So, why? And how am I so beautiful? It's the acknowledgement that I don't need those things. They're just like, this is a huge checkbox right here. Tina is waiting for your checkbox. If possible, what do you feel these people are looking for in order for you to use magic to get them to back off? These people are just greedy. They're so fucking greedy and sad. They have a certain sadness that they're not dealing with in their lives, so they just like try to take. I've never had this feeling before. This sensation, this intrusive, fucking rude sensation until I started working at this place. So, you know, not everybody that lives or works in prestigious and safe cities, you know, belong there. So anyway, here we go. On the right side, I act respectfully of others. Ooh. You know, I was still a badass team player today, let me tell you, without being like the yes man of the day. I was still badass at it. And I collected 2 hours of overtime legitimately because, you know, resources are here, resources are there, they're slim, and so shit needs to get done. But this is, you know, I still know that, like, I'm still employed to do a job. I still believe in the heart of the company. It's originating forces. That's where my heart is. So I kind of allot my day, like my local day, into their avenue. Everybody else can just fuck off, in a general sense. There's still, you know, a couple of people that I'm like, I think that we'll see. Time will only tell if they're going to be like the others, or if they're willing to do the work required to combat what that other stuff. So why and how am I so beautiful? On the right side, I'm very aware of what has been done, and I do not let it super affect, how do I say it, compromise my doings. Isn't that beautiful? I'd say it's beautiful. Snapshot. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. So Archangel Raphael is so weird, because like, why do I have this deck here? Oh, I had it like in, I have 2 angel arenas of where I put my like angelic cards. Then I have a certain arena where I put my cosmic cards, where I put my dream cards, where I put my nature cards, my witchy cards, my 18 and up cards, my whatever, you know, like there's certain arenas. I like it. I like my library. It's good. So anyway, I had this pulled out, and then I forgot that in my panel, Archangel Raphael is part of it. I'm like, thanks for making yourself appear. And look, all about the greens, and look, the feather is green. Isn't that weird? Archangel Raphael wants to speak. Is speaking, not just wanting to. So this is healer energy, let me tell you. This is not like, what is it? Holier than thou, so let me heal you. This is, I gotta heal myself, for sure. That's what they're saying. It's the only way to be sincerely respectful of others. So you're gonna propose this like ideation of what should be done. Because like, you can't speak to something if you don't know your own language. Like the dexterity of it all. Yeah. So this is like Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael kind of teaming up here. This is a buddy system, and it's pastel coloring. Pastel, from what I remember in a deck that I should support my pre-game enthusiasts. There was back when I was collecting cards, the resources, gathering them up, I ran into one. It was like, I think her deck was maybe like $36 or something, maybe $10 or $12 shipping. I think she was international. And I said, I really would like to purchase, like, because I want a variety, and I like that yours are very, very different, and so I want to be able to challenge myself. You know what she did? She didn't give me a whole deck of cards, but she gave me a couple to meditate on. And I told her that I would buy her deck once I have the funds available. Do you know how many coffees have been since then? Fuck. Shame on Tina. Damn it. I gotta find her. I gotta dig her up. And then I should buy a deck. Yeah. I have to do some digging, though. That was... Oh, yeah. Shame. And, you know, I gotta say something. A few months ago, somebody came on my... I was surprised. I was like, oh, there's interaction on my feed? On my YouTube feed? What? How did this happen? How did you sneak through the... how many bouncers did you have to go through? Who do you know? Anyway, somebody was talking about, like, I don't know, somebody had like a foot fetish or whatever, and was just interrupting the whole rundown feed. And I was trying to ignore it. I was just like doing my reading, like, you know, I got him doing my thing. And then she showed up, and then she said, she's like, dude, it's not that kind of feed, like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, thank God. Saving the day. Anyway, we got along so briefly. And then I did a small read for her. And then I was going to give her some decks. I still have the packaged in my car with a few other things, like a few decks and then like a small gift and whatever. And then I didn't want to put my address. So instead, because it requires a return address, I decided I was going to put like a local like metaphysical shop. So if there was a return to sender, it would go to a place that could use it, like, because they usually do resales. And so like it would go to like the next good cause if it somehow didn't reach the address. But then when I Googled her address, I thought she was being sincere, but then the communications weren't like so. I don't want to rat her out. I'm just speaking of energetics that I do not, how do I say it? I don't want to say I do not appreciate, but I do find questionable. So if you're being sincere with me, and I have to be very discerning of like my givings so that they're not misgivings. And so when I Googled up the address, it wasn't even an actual address. It went to like some different like part of like the Booneyville. I don't know. But what I can say clearly is I do not appreciate me being straightforward about my realm, and she wasn't straightforward about her realm. She's just like, oh, just send it, don't worry about it. It's like, and I'm like, that's funky. Number one, if I'm gonna give something, it has to be like, you have to be legit with me, whether you're a guy, girl, whatever. Like, you have to be legit with me. If there's some like murkiness in your communications with me, then there's a big red fuck no. You know what I mean? Like, this, spiritually speaking, my team is like, that's a fuck no red flag. And don't ignore those, because you've ignored those before, like with the first lawyer that you got. Holy shit, over $15,000 in debt while like having nothing, like working at like fast food places. Fuck. Didn't even get you like, out of all that time, he didn't even put like in a request for order. Like, what the, that guy's an asshole. And so you can't ignore those red flags. So like, something told me, like, you have to be careful with your gift giving, Tina, because there are people who will take advantage of those things. See, they don't want me to say it right now. Anubis, make yourself appear. Thank you. There are people who will like do workings on that, attempting to tie into your own energetics, like your own goodwill. And so you can't allow for that. You can't just like say, like, I just hope and pray, that things are, that they're not going to do me wrong, like, I've lived through enough revolutions to know, like, you can't just be like, ignorance is bliss, because your happiness is like, your love is just surely just going to absolutely wash away the sins of like any fuckery. And like, you don't control anybody else's fuckery, so don't put yourself in those situations. You know what I mean? So I've held onto this box. I'm waiting. TikTok. There were a few back and forth emails, and the more like I said, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, it's here, like, it's just been really busy, and I just checked the address, like, this is the last time that I checked on it, or whatever. And she was very short with me. I was like, oh, just like very short and dismissive with me, though she still wanted the package. So there's something like really awkward and weird about it. And something told me, like, don't be blind to this. Do not ship that. And she hasn't talked to me, like she hasn't, you know, conversed with me, like, at all, or checked up on, like, I know that there was something wrong there. And it's just like, I know insincere communications. And so, I still have it packed in my car. I still have it like, I felt like, and I even felt that with a gift, like, is the person, how do I say it? Because I don't want to be too revealing. The energetic that was tied to assisting her in like its most divine light guided me to put like certain things together. And like, you can't following that all the way through, you can't be a yes man even to those energetics, because that's not my guide, that's her guide. And if she's not following through with her end, then why would I, you know, like, it just doesn't make sense. So in all due respect, collectively speaking, I withheld the package. And so kind of like the same thing going on over here. I don't know how I got to that story, but energetics, this, I act respectfully of others. So you just don't ignore the signs, but at the same time, like, there's a balance between both worlds. I remember a guy asking about your son. Yes. Oh, I've never done one of those before. I'm curious. I didn't know if that was like a trend, like a fad, like Biore strips. I still like hope that it's like gonna pull out like all this gunk and stuff, just because like I'm kind of into that. and I don't know, maybe I need to do something better with my time. I decided I was gonna get back to the BR strips, like health, you know, my just bettering myself, especially after like quitting the cigarette thing. And I wasn't gonna do the whole, I knew I wasn't gonna do the self-care. I was gonna just plummet if I kept going with that, because like, why would you like do the skincare thing only for shit to get back, you know, in your system, you know? But yeah, detox is, well, I've been taking spiritual baths. Super spiritual. Yeah, I've been doing that. Not super a lot, but I don't know. It takes a lot for me to just chill out. Just lay low in the bath. I don't know. I found a lot of satisfaction in smoking cigarettes and getting those bitches off my grill. So, anyway, give me a second. What makes, why? Why? And how? Am I so beautiful? Archangel Raphael, you take the lead on this panel. Whoa. On my left foot, you got recovery, accentuated, and give us your cares, inverted. Left foot. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for holding my hand through my recovery upon the path of radiant health. Holy smokes. That's crazy. How many unicorns are in this deck? There's got a second unicorn there. Hey, I'm a unicorn energy. Is that what the thing? No, there's unicorns here. I guess Archangel Raphael is master of unicorn sorcery. I don't know. Let me see. I just saw one more unicorn in here with Raphael. Okay. Fourth one. Fifth one. So I guess all the horsies are unicorns. Let me see. But so far I've found 5 total, including the 2 that I had picked. So total of 5 unicorns, and I got 2. Okay. What's going on? Ooh. Okay. I don't know. Should I say something? Hold on. Let me see if I should say something. I don't know if it really matters. Should I say something on my panel? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I say you got it all. Okay, no wonder. I'm not TMI. Okay, this is a little TMI for the first 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't know. My boobies feel sore. And I'm like, why? And then I figured somebody over here likes some big old titties. Even though I don't have big old titties, like I know that I feel, oh, they're swollen. And I'm not even on my rag. So it's either people who like that. 2, I am gaining weight, and so it's gotta go somewhere. Or 3, having the Wheel of Fortune, that's kind of like the Empress energy. And the Empress is either pregnant or like giving birth to something, some sentience, or just gave birth, or is about to. But it's very much associated with fertility and pregnancy. So is that there's a goddess tied to fertility. There's several. I think one of them is Bastet. Yeah. Anyway, I feel it. Oh my god. Why are we? Where did it even go from here? Anyway, we went from unicorns to titty energy. Recovery upon path of reading and health. Yeah, so I'm on the road to recovery here. Recovery of assets. I guess, energetically, I have to be absolutely sound so that it allows me to receive the very best. So what are we talking? Let's get back on topic here. Let's regroup. Why and how am I so beautiful? I think it's the road to betterment. It's like, if unicorns exist, why can't I be one? Why can't I make unicorns? Just revive that energy. Did I just spit? I probably did. Anyway, give us your cares is inverted. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. I knew this was going to be a little bit of a challenge answering this question with these cards, but I think what it's showing me, like, just if I hover overhead, this is people knowing that I'm trustworthy and that they can confide in me when they need to have like comfort, out of box answers that are not so like spacey, but can give a flavor of that as well. So there's something that's like comforting within its otherworldliness that just still hits home. Definitely. So the recovery is very unexpected in its delivery, because it's not like all just in one package. It's inclusive. It's in like this all-in-one package is in like it's not self-automated. Like you can't press cruise control on it. There's something that's very involving of another person, the querent, the companion in these efforts. So it doesn't work on its own, but it's activated by the person on the other end. So there's an activation, and then there's an initiate. So just because like spirit goes like, boop, you're it, boop, you got some magic, it doesn't, it takes the actual sentience to do their part too. So why and how am I so beautiful? It's just like that reminder on the fridge. I'm kind of like that. Oh, so those foot patches are not fads. Some things are kind of necessary to do. You're 80% health conscious at all times. Oh, that's good. Like us being spiritual beings, detoxing and drinking water helps frequencies flow through us better. Yeah, for sure. I need to drink more water. Frick. I keep forgetting. I'm like, bing! That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Tina. Then I hop downstairs. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that. I feel like some boba. What happens? All right, back to Amenti Oracle. All right, so why and how am I so beautiful? Why and how are we so beautiful? Excuse me. We are releasing the bad juju. Did you hear that undercover burp that I just did? I can be trusted. Oh, this is crazy. This is so true. What we just talked about right here. Right here, right now. I can be trusted. Look at that. The feather. You know, like when they do, this is like angelic, you know, like when you like you spit and you like do the handshake thing, like back in the day, that was like an agreement of like bound and trust. But then like when you like do it by blood, because I was just watching Stranger Things again, holy smokes, it's crazy. It's a pact. So this is something about, you know, like in how Egyptians, they weigh the feather and the heart or something like that, and they should balance out. People are given not just a fuck, but a feather. Isn't that cool? So, I don't know what that really symbolizes, but they're saying something about that. Before you cross over the determinant, so this is, Anubis coming forward too. Somebody like plays with their, you know, like how Megan Thee Stallion, like I like when she like talks with her nails, talks like that, okay? But you can't hear it. There's no. So anyway, there's why did we say it? Yeah. Anyway, there was the thing like that. Anyway, the feather. So I forget what that means in Egyptian culture, but it's very relevant here. I gotta find that out. But it's reminding me, especially with Archangel Raphael, this it's like healer to healer, a pact, a shake. So definitely, why and how are we so beautiful? So we can exchange in those matters. It's not like a business deal, it's not so like square, boxed in. There's something very freeing about this kind of a pact. That's wonderful. I didn't even know what kind of reading we were going to do here, like how far it was going to take us, but it's taken us far. Oh, so you're the lover of the titty realm. Mm-hmm. I sense that. Mm. Mm. But my reading was just for coverage on all three. But though I did really feel the primary source. Mm. Mm. All right, so what opens up to it? I embrace the all. Okay, for sure. Okay. Okay, so I give blessings and I give offerings that are genuine. For sure. How are you not going to like this? You don't even have to be a yes man. This is just like all the things that you give are good. So like it's transformative in the exchange. Very freeing. This shows that not only is it transformative, like you're like in a void of like an MRI, basically. Something that's kind of scary and solemn, but you're trying to determine how to get through this. You see that? But it's like a calling where it's like sucked in to this like sonic, I don't know, sonic calling. There's just like reverberations kind of like just kind of echoing. And so there's something about that there. There's also very Gemini energy here. Very much so. So this is very, very good. I want to go to the bottom of the deck. I praise the goddess and the god. Okay, so this is the yin yang energy of the highest of the high. Tapped into source. So it's knowing that, like, I didn't get this out of nowhere. Like, these gifts that I have, like this awakening or, you know, evolutions or revolutions, renovations, upgrades. What is it? What is it? What is it? The glow up, you know? That didn't come out of nowhere. I guess it kind of came out of nowhere. That's what they call the void. But no. It didn't just like happen. It came from bigger blessings. Yeah. You know what you're thinking. I can feel it. I can feel it. Okay. I offer worlds of good intent. For sure. Again, look at that freaking hat. Look at that. Same, like, how many? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is also a bigger variation of what you saw yesterday. Oh my god. You're, like, what is... just because we had the Devil card there as well as the Hermit card energy, the variation of that with the King of Pentacles. So I'm meant to be doing this. My artistry is beautiful. All right, the takeaway from this deck, because I feel like it's so abstract. I want more. I respect the property of others. I think this goes without saying. I feel like there's got to be something else to that, because I feel like it's a little dry. Dude, your energy, like, your love for Tittyville is a lot. So, you should contain that for a second, because that's, I don't know, like, what, I don't understand. Take away from this deck, and then I'm gonna get a, what am I gonna use? I'll feel out the decks. Unconditional joy. Okay. Oh my god, bottom of the deck is expect a miracle. Excellent. Unconditional. It was reversal. Yeah, I think so. Thank you for helping me. Appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. This is kind of like the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's redefining that. Because like you already accept what has made you happy, but then there's room for so much more. I feel like that. Definitely. Okay. So let's feel out the decks. Which one is the one to go with? No. Maybe. Hold on. I think that's the one. Let me just double check. This one. Okay. Definitely this one. Since we're talking about healing energy, this is the one that I felt most calm with. So this is the one. Okay. Okay. Alright, so what do you want to tell me, my panel? Oh, my stomach again. What the fuck? Why? And how? Am I so beautiful? It's a lover's card. On the those are really, really bomb-ass relationships, let me tell you. On the inbox. Beneath the, my caffeine source. So, that's funny. Because, boba is like these, I don't know, jelly ball thingies that are in there. So, it's not only, people like, prosperous relationships that are in the inbox that are like laying low, that have natural highs to them. But also, being that it's beneath the boba, it's people who really carry their own weight, like their chain hangs low. That's real. Yep. Okay. So when we look at that, like that's a major manifestation of what's going on in the internal. So when you see that, like your surroundings beautified by representation of other sentience, like in its most like magnetic form, it's reassuring. Yeah, especially when it's like kind of that lay low, natural high energy that's just like they're good people, you know? Yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else that you want to say? What? Why? And how are we so beautiful? What do you want to say? Okay. These three, what are they? 3 of Pentacles, the Moon card, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Holy smokes. These are work, partnership, learnings, certifications, accreditation, etc. This is shining. And like moon manifestation, this is full moon energy. And this is like harvesting, jackpot, wins. Like I got I think looking at why and how am I so beautiful? Like, how could you say again no to this energy? How could you not? How could it look like ugly on it? Like, how do you make this look ugly? Oh, well, number one, you could be a bitch. But this is so good. Like, I don't know why my mouth keeps watering. I don't understand. But again, back to those 3 meanings on the is it clairsentience or something? That like, oh my god, like what the I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But this is wonderful. This is expansion. This is growth. This is broadening. This is it's good. Like, but how? It becomes like an affirmation, like in question, not in question, but like, why and how are you so beautiful? You know, it's like it's so very obvious. Like it's I don't even understand like how to explain all of that, but what the heck is going on? All right. Last piece from here. What the fuck? Okay. 8 of Cups in reverse. It's the official comeback. Oh, you know what they're saying? Tina, right now. You gotta say, with all your might, I call back all my power, except that which is given and provided to my children. In light and love, of light and love, by me and solely me. To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings and blessings, and to be refortified with untainted, unmarred, in me, and only me. Thanks so very much. Oh, fuck, what the heck? Like, people are trying to get at me. What the heck? Holy moly. What the heck is... Hold on real quick. I need to friggin... What the heck? Motherfuckers. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. It just kind of... That feeling on my stomach just like fucking disappeared. Disappeared. Where's my bell? Excuse me. Ooh. That was crazy. Freaking, like, that's why I can't, you know, if somebody has shit to say about me burning sage, let me tell you, you know how long I've had this piece of sage for? This is my new piece of sage, but it came from a larger piece of sage. This has been, I've had this for years now. Years. And this, so I'm very, 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 like I only use it, as needed. And I use it sparingly because I only use when it's needed and, the quantity of what needs to be used. You know what I mean? Like I don't use in excess. But it does wonders, let me tell you. Holy smokes. It's not like, oh, I wonder, you know, like a precaution, you know, like, I don't do it like, oh, for good measure or best practices. Like, I just know it works for me. If it works for me, holy smokes, let me go ahead and thank like, all the sentience that brought this magic forward. I appreciate that. That's so strange to me. How is it that, like, because those energetics were so hard on me, like, so bloated, like, all of this, like, I'm trying to be polite and not, like, burp in it, in like, such a, like, a nasty, crass manner, but, like, it calls for that kind of energetic. It's almost like as hard as like heartburn almost, but like whoa, there it goes. All right. You know what? There she goes again, racing through my... What is that song? I don't know. Definitely not romantic, let me tell you. Oh, the death card in reverse. Anubis, Anubis. You're doing wonders. You're doing great. Just showing up, you know, where you should. Anyway, this is very transformative energy. I did not expect that here. Seeing a lot of transformation. This comeback energy. Kind of like boomerang. Okay, bottom. What kind of person is beautiful to you? What is your energetic match? No, don't ask me that. The Fool card. Ready, set, go. It's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. A beautiful person is someone who is I don't know. There's we can go on and on about that. Maybe that'll be a separate read, you know. I mean, what's answered here should be kind of defining enough to say what I think is beautiful, because I'm not going to read anything out of context. Yeah. Like, so far, I haven't seen anything about aesthetics, except, you know, the Lover's card is someone that's very, very attractive. Very attractive. I mean, when you see the, hold on. Excuse me. The Lover's card, or even the Devil's card, or the Queen of Wands, that's pretty hot shit, let me tell you. Very attractive, highly coveted. There's just different flavors to it. So those are 3 different flavors. Upsetting the collective, I don't know. It's very, very attractive energy. So looking at like the physical form without monetary value attached to it, I do have that here. Now we were talking, somebody likes Turk from Scrubs, that old movie or TV show series. Anyway, or somebody is Turkish. Yeah, it's either one of those two. Anyway, so we were talking about internal beauty. We're talking about the gestures, so spiritual beauty. And then here, there's some aesthetic value in what is just like the visuals, as well as something that's like external in showing in monetary value and what we produce, whether that's tangible or intangible. So there's lots of forms of beauty here conveyed, including drive with the transformation card and the ready, set, go. Like, this is as soon as you're done, ready to go kind of thing. My stomach, holy smokes. Oh yeah, we were gonna get the answer deck. Answer deck. Where are you? It's right here. I feel a lot better now. But that thing didn't go. It stopped, but I'm still feeling like a lot. I mean, it's depleted, but like I don't know. This is I don't really know what to say. Maybe keep, for you in particular, please keep your energy to yourself. I can feel more than I should. Let's put these cards back to how they're supposed to face. There you are. Why and how am I so beautiful? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say, my panel? Archangel Raphael, you were taking the lead on this, right? Okay, they split up to these cards. Oh, Justice. Dang. Surprise. Dang. Vulnerable. Dang. Greed in reverse. Dang. Friend in reverse. Dang. Generosity in reverse. Hope. Sexual attraction. Wealth. And ending. Oh my God. What the heck? I didn't even know that these cards were going to tie together. But it's like a condensed soap opera. So first off, justice always comes along as a surprise, like bada bing, bada boom, when you're feeling at your most vulnerable moment, Tina. Like, rock-a-bye, baby. I think I'm going to fall off the treetop or fall down the hill. Like, you know, Jack and Jill, Beanstalk. It's like all of these tragedies falling at once. That's what that shit feels like. But here, Justice comes in, sliding in for like home base underneath that door. Like, it's like, it's coming in quick. And despite the greed, it's like it turns it upside down. Like, no more. Oh my gosh, the teapot. You know what that means in the business that I'm in? Holy frickin' moly. Turn shit upside down. So, it's kind of like the facade of friendship and generosity. Like when I was first hired, like, oh, we spoil each other and we're so good to each other. And you'll see, like like, you know, we all care about each other. And it was just a facade. It was just all talk. And even though, like, I didn't take it for this way or that way, inside it was kind of feeling, like, unreal. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything from Adam. So I just know that, like, I don't know this place. So, okay, if that's what they call it. So I wasn't, like, stepping in, like, with belief, like, oh, they're going to spoil me. You know, I didn't go into the job like that. No. But like, this is just saying that there are some things that are kind of like very obvious when it's so emphatic, that like of how they're being proposed, how they're proposing themselves to be. And so that's what it's showing here. I mean, in this trio, from this trio to like showing that trio, each card has to cover itself, really. Yeah. So, I mean, if we're going to isolate the value of what's no more in those, because like it's so obvious, you know, the part that wasn't as obvious until like later stages was the greed part. So it's like building kinship, like being true to yourself, Tina. You be true to yourself as much as possible. Then you're going to collect the right crowd. They're going to swoop in. They're going to be your eyes. And they're going to, like, be your ears and, like, hands of justice. And they're going to help weigh shit in. The things that you're not seeing because, like, just pat you on the head, Tina. It's okay. just learn and observe, okay? Let's get through this. There are undercover friends that are being generous, you know? So there is hope on, you know, just looking and observing through things. The wonderful part about this is that this, like, innocence, this vibrancy and vulnerability it drives a lot of sexual attraction. And like this is like big league energy. Like people at this like, I don't know, elite level are not used to seeing this kind of energetic, with so much freedom, with a sense of responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like one cancels out the other. So you're like, there's got to be more. But so, like, this emphasis in, like, when somebody is at extreme wealth, like, beyond measure, like, what do I spend it on now? Like, I could get anything. So, there's, like, these extreme ideations and, I guess, practices of how to apply that wealth, right? Like what, like the maximum kind of pleasure, or like the variations of it, and seeing that to fruition. So like exercising your free will doesn't always mean a sense of freedom. Whereas when they see, like, encounter my energy here, or even my kin's energy, I've got to believe that there's somebody, like, there's more than just, like, you know, what I'm doing. Like, I know, like, the world has grown, galaxies have been built out there, and so there's supplemental energies that are of the same likeness. And so I can speak for my kin here too, that when we've exercised this energy, it becomes highly attractive to these other individuals that are, you know, they're living a different kind of life. And so this is kind of like a storybook, like, happy ending here. This is actually the Lover's card off in a distance here. And no, yeah. So this is like, why and how am I so beautiful? I think this is just like a wonderful, like, love story, kind of. I mean, it's not centered around relationship, how do I say it, romantic love, but there's something about, like, you know, like, in art, there's like the romantic period, there's like this period, there's that period. So this captures the vibe of a certain era. And it's not just a vibe, it's like classic nostalgia of, like, is like a kind of like a manifesto. Like, you don't see it coming, but like all of these like major powerful energies coming together in one book, and it packs a punch. Like, this is really really good stuff. It captures it all, like, definitely. It's insane. Like, I didn't know, like, I caught it like as like with a fist or something, on my right leg, so it wouldn't fall. So there's something about being very adamant about our doings. If the collective or individuals send you negative energy because they can't handle real life spiritual healers, then it's an eye-opener. Your channel exposed me to these entities too. Oh, so you know. Continue to minimize. Okay. Bottom of the deck, a scandal in reverse. That's very good news. I think some people like have shuddered because it's like shudders, right? At what kind of danger could befall me. I don't think I ever shuddered at that. Like, I know that I have been around certain energies that nearly like like I'm the 1% that has not been scared around or frightened around these individuals. They I don't know why. But I don't know. I can clearly tell that people have been like actually like shaking, stuttering, worried. Oh, high pitched ringing, 12:13 on the clock. Left here. And then like a cramping on my side. Super duper scared of these energies. And I didn't feel that. I don't think I was disappointed by not feeling that, but I was just, and I didn't think like any of these energies were like, I don't know, like what, pussies, you know? I never didn't even dawn on me. Even like really thinking about, I never associated those terms with these people. There was one though that I really believed to be a coward. But there have been how many? I don't know, at least anywhere from 3 to 5 at least that have been scared of these energies. But I don't feel scared. I don't know. It could be because I grew up sheltered. But I don't know. Life is a mystery. So what do you want to say? Oh, anyway, shudders, right? People would shudder at that. And then bottom of that is like the, which one is this? It's the how-to part of it. So it's like, how are you not scared? How do you make up your own rules and just like not be scared? What the fuck? You just go along with it. Like what, how does that even make sense? Anyway, I don't know. I think even if I knew like beforehand or whatever, the things that these people have done, I don't know if I would be scared still. I don't know. Let me see. Open the deck. Destruction. They could do a lot of destruction, let me tell you. I think they I think how do I say it? I don't need to know that they can do these things because I know I can do these things too. So it's like, how are you going to be scared of your own energy? You know what I mean? Like your own capabilities. So I know that I've, like, especially when you handle your own, how is that scary on the outside of you too? You know what I mean? When you've already conquered the stuff that makes you scary, you know, on the inside. What I think that's the truth of it. I want to know what do those people think about me? What is it? Can you tell me? Tell me. The Master in reverse. Holy smokes, that's the Emperor in reverse. They think They think that I'm basically a mastermind. Yeah, that I can major destructive energy too. Like I can do that. Because you know why? I don't mean to pull any triggers here, but you see, like, there's kind of like the twin towers here, kind of like that. But also, this is justice. Do you know, with the tower cards there? Undercover too. There's something about that there though, where like it's simultaneous energy. Like as ships are coming in, it's other things are also being sized up. So it's not like first in, first out, like a methodical approach. These are parallel activities. Things are coming in while other things are being sized up too. And we're also, and I'm also sizing up the things that are coming in too. The receipt, I'm checking the receipts, you know what I mean? Like, let me tell you, at work, it's come to the point where, like 76 minutes on the freaking, anyway, for at least a few months now, I've learned that people can manipulate so many things, like on the electronic spectrum, this or that, that I, every time I work on a file, I keep 2 copies of it. I keep one that is quite inaccessible. Like you have to have like certain protocols in order to have the same accessibility as I do within this, like a particular area. And so people will know if anything was fucked with, it's very much refined in its energy to who that could be. So, and it serves also as a backup, right? So I keep the main, or like the file also in a separate like public forum where it's supposed to be. So every time I work on a file, not only do I save it here, but I also save it there. And that's just to make sure that I don't have to like, okay, this is preventative care double work, let me tell you. Because not only are you covering your ass in an area that definitely one is warranted to cover their ass, but it's also like, even though it seems like doing double work on the front end, on the back end, if you were to lose that data or if it was fucked with, like to have to generate the memory of like the checkpoints that document went through and all the changes and applications of that, it's, the retrieval is so much more difficult than just doing it on the front end. And plus, it's like, as a beneficial byproduct, like, what are you going to say? I live in this environment that you've established, that you've like A-okayed and approved. And this is like, these are the conditions that we work in. So, if this is what tempers me, by default, tempers my output, in how much I can deliver and in what timing, then that's not really my problem. That's your fucking problem. That's what it is. It's gatekeeping. Like, you can't tell me to like basically check IDs and then say like, what's a good example? Like, as a gatekeeper, you can't expect me to like check IDs and then tell, like, this is just like so bogus and mind-blowing for me that I can't, I don't even want to come up with like this hypothetical thing. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. So the people that know about this energy will know about this energy. It's just so strange. All right. More to this, excuse me. What makes me so beautiful? Why and how am I so beautiful? Okay. Let me do it. Okay, what's up next? Oh, I knew that was gonna break. Oh, that's so crazy. I knew it was gonna break. Okay. All right, babe. Give me a second. I knew that was gonna break. That's okay. Back to creative mode. That's what I gotta do. Okay. Let's not lose those. There you are. Let me see if there's any more that have fallen. Nope. All right. So, we didn't get what the top of the deck was. Diligence in reverse. Oh God, I know who this energy is. No. Break it off. Okay. Abundance in reverse, facing the Fool card with Scandal in reverse right behind it, peeking out. So this is the receipt of something new. Because something was turned over. What? How did this end up on the bottom? Good fortune in reverse. Something Vara God is coming through. But my elbow is starting to hurt. My left elbow. Somebody's trying to... What is going on here? Holy smokes. Stop, look, listen. This is, it's bad energetics. Yeah, someone's really trying to come at me. I told you, greedy energy. But, you know, the more that they come at me, the more my abundance is accentuated. With an absolute no to them. Like, I don't understand how they don't get it. Except understanding that they don't get it. You know what I mean? Wait. Holy smokes. This is no bueno. Okay. All right. So I gotta find out? Oh, what am I? What does Angels of Light and Love want to tell me right now? The troubleshooter in reverse, the lesson in reverse, jealousy in reverse, and communication in reverse. Someone's trying to send me, like, they're a practitioner too, and they're trying to, like, deflect, like, kind of have that bounce off energy. And yeah, that's what they're trying to do. It's really gross energy, you know? It's kind of like same shit, different day with them. So I'm going to turn this upright. Actually, no. I'm going to put this where? Opening to faith, yeah. So you got to trust in the universes, Tina. All right, so what is what is your takeaway, aka our takeaway? Oh. Destruction. So I have my the people that are scared of you. This is kind of like it's kind of like assassin energy, like complete, like decimate, level out the land. So they're here. They're watching. Yeah, I feel tingles. It's not the chills, it's tingles. So they think fondly of me. It's like this connection, you know, between the tower moment. It's like E.T. phone home with the roots here. So I remind them of their roots while they're in their establishments. Kind of like connect on that. They're saying that life feels a little lonely. And that's the true feeling of destruction. I think that's the most natural part of it. Excuse me. So Archangel Raphael, what needs to be said about that? What's the clarifying card for that particular for this card? What does it like mean for me? Is it just like an acknowledgement that they're here and they're watching? Because I don't feel like they're sending me this energy. This energy is caused by something else. I really don't think that. I think like, because my left elbow keeps hurting, like bruised. And there's like a slight message in that like it kind of hurts rubbing elbows with them. Like it's they know that it's not going to, we have to keep like some sort of a distance. But on the, like the primary part of it is that I really believe that somebody's doing like some voodoo work on like my articulation points or something like that. They're trying to weaken like the receptivity of like the detail of articulation on what's supposed to be received by me. But they're just, you know, it's just stupid, like juvenile, like very primitive workings. Oh, power, holy smokes. So this was a clarifier for that. Oh, they're saying not only do I hold like freaking ultimate power, but they do too. Like the level of the kind of partnership and understanding that I have with those energetics are like super duper powerful. Like we can still have, you know, a certain realm of understanding and partnership, like certain agreements, without being like so connected. And it doesn't even have to be undercover either. This is something that's just known. So there's recognized prestige in having certain allowances that I particularly hold. I asked for me, so for this particular, like these cards, I don't think it pertains to my kin. It's not something that's like a transferable type of energy. This is something that's exclusive to me. Yeah, because there are certain like custom terms and conditions with these unspoken and unwritten agreements. This is something that's just, it's just surprisingly is. Yeah. So it's obviously very striking for all parties involved. You saw the light kind of like flicker a little bit. Anything else? So this is kind of memorable because with that light flicker, it wasn't like a deduction of energy. It was like a lot of energy pronounced, like a message shown, and it was also depicting like almost like instant, like a picture, a candid picture of what like truth be told in this avenue. That's crazy. I didn't even expect that to come through. Sometimes when there's a lot of energy, it does feel like a little bit like bruising. So with noticing that this is like the power card emphasizing or clarifying the destruction, the receptivity in that kind of power, just knowing my own, but like kind of multiplying on that with these energetics, there's it kind of fortifies my my articulation points. So if there's any like ill deeds done like within like voodoo or whatever practices, they're kind of null and void, you know, like they're obsoleted automatically. So there's something about like it's perfect timing, and everybody and everything has a certain place in my life. So these past energetics of certain people that I've come to know and understand, it's like it becomes like it just works out, you know, with a progression of time. So that's wonderful. Yeah, I feel tingles on my legs. There's some major jealous energy here. Okay. One other card I'm going to pull from my doing side for that. Spiritual, yeah. All-seeing eye too. Kind of like almost like Illuminati. But divine feminine form. You see like there's a certain sadness in the receptivity of what is seen and valued. So it kind of softens the understanding of what power means. Not softens, but you know, like it rounds the edges. You know what I mean? For sure. That's funny. Okay. All right, so I asked for my takeaway on that. Holy smokes, what the heck? I'm surprised that I got 2 whole viewers here. All right, the closing comments. Why and how are we so beautiful? Excuse me. Knight of Cups. Oh. This is kind of like, you know, the Headless Horseman, you know, the pumpkin on the, you know, there's something like kind of spooky about this, where it's kind of taboo. When you like something, you go after it. When you are fond of someone, you go after them. You don't go undercover, but like there's this dark, mysterious thing where it's kind of scary in the approach because it's very bold. So, why and how are you so beautiful? So this kind of energetic is also matched with people who can go no less than, you know, for someone to succeed on the outskirts to kind of match that energy, that's already acknowledged that they can't go undercover in order to have any possibility of succeeding. They have to be on surface. They have to upfront match that energy. They have to go bold. They have to go kind of fearless in this, in the pursuits. So it's not like dumb, like, let me just throw a line out there. No, it's something that's so much more involved in the avenue of like, how do I say it? So it's not like because I can energy. It's because I really like that. This is not like signed on, clocked in energy. It's like, sign me up for that. Yeah, that's what that energy is. More emphatic. But it's not meant for like display, like a show, like there's nothing to prove in it other than to effectively communicate interests. So that's what that is. Okay. Closing statement for why and how am I so beautiful? Closing statement. For me. It's a devil card in reverse. This is wonderful. There's also one that's showing up. I don't know what. But this is mischief managed for sure. Definitely. What's this card that came up with it? I don't want to know. Oh my gosh, it's this Lover's card. So this is highly attractive. You know what this is? What is it? Lady in the streets and freak in the sheets or something like that. Yeah, because I told you there's different flavors of attraction, like attractiveness here, beauty. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, one is something that you can frame and the other one's like discreet. But definitely mischief managed. Okay, that's all that I'll say there. Okay. Okay. Thanks for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. Definitely. So upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.